I haven't met yet, and the people still lost out at sea, and the ones who really did go back to wherever it is they came from. This is for all the friends who never saw us leave, and to all the bands that got that album out. Your songs are always awesome, and they still keep me alive. For the friends that I give a chance to one day meet again, and the ones who chose to survive. 'Cause the anthems of our generation, they were not written by us. And I hope someday every scar and stain can turn into something you love. Who all agreed New York is awful and found redemption in their own renewed behavior. For those of you still naked or whose armor has armor on, and the ones who will not die for their savior. This one's to the bell some people rang. When you line up all the dots you don't connect. This one is for anyone whose imagination has failed them. This one just goes to anyone who needs it. And I hope there's someone who needs to hear me as much as I need to be heard. And I hope when we cry over one-way goodbyes, it reminds us of what we're worth. Everything I've read about Mullen and Birdman, I'd never so much as stepped on a deck yet. I just knew I needed to be them. 10 years on and my friends get together. It's time to make our connections. A couple boards and a half-decent camera. You'll see us where there's pavement and ledges. We haven't come for a crime, no, we just came to vandalize all your local plazas, no skateboarding signs. Out on street corners, all of the precedent, it hits us in waves. My grip tightens around the trucks, but brother, this is gonna be the place. But all my friends out of Conway, we've never seen San Francisco. We've never broken a limb or got busted, and I've never ollied El Toro. But the wind in my face, and the just barely unmatchable pace, I can practically see it in their eyes. We haven't come for the crimes, no, we just came to vandalize all your local plazas, no skateboarding signs. Stand atop a red square. The czar is gone and we're to blame. No longer born under the eyes of the oppressor. We are workers and people all the same. but the persecution of your moderation. We could have had something awesome, man. We are not your economic chess piece. We are a proud and independent nation. Our cries for freedom will ring across the old world. And we don't negotiate with barons, but the people taken for your demonstration. We could have had something awesome, man. Well, I set a bomb across the tarmac, college offices and news posts. Any person who happened to come across one, any person who deserved it the most, or your fellow victim in this revolution. We could have had something awesome, man. Well, when I was young, yes, much too young, I'd sit and stare up at the sun, cause I saw things no one else could, and thought I was awesome. But I still see things that don't exist now that they're needed way more than before. So I don't trust my eyes anymore. When noise and song will come to one, I'd see them as a bastard son with faces and complain that only I could love. So when emptiness comes home to me, I sing and sing like choirs at the door. Well, I know someone or two or five who are sure to set the time aside to put down those who struggle where they survive. But where God and law will look away, I'd break those motherfuckers to their core. So I don't trust my hands or my ears or my eyes anymore. Well, the only thing that keeps me here are border guards and worthless fears. But come the day I lose it all, my legs will steer, and I will not care who looks for me. I keep my body moving to the shore. But where love inspires fighting hurt, my bitterness will turn to words, and fire never cares for when my friends will turn. But freeing speech is exercise, and taking aim has always been a chore. So I don't trust my tongue or my feet or my hands or my ears or my eyes anymore. And all the folks I love the most have joined into the Holy Ghost and haunt my every action when my eyes are closed. And my heart is always in my throat or on the sleeve you left behind on tour. But we're only 2 wrong steps apart from losing touch with who we are. So until then I sing again, here's still the best so far. And with and when I forget again, I'll go back to the thoughts I can't ignore. So I don't trust my heart or my tongue or my feet or my hands or my ears or any fucking thing. I do not trust myself anymore. Fundraiser dance for the Orthodox community, and I join as a descendant. Big blue and white flags on every single wall. None of my friends will make attendance. I hide out in the darkened basement. I find you playing hangman with yourself on the whiteboard, avoiding all the same people I was. Let's disappoint the Lord, but I'm not ready, and I tell you so when you're scared, and you let me know, and we dance shots in the audience jumping into lines. It isn't us, but it's nothing worth ignoring. So we take it halftime, but I'm scared. And I let you know when you're not ready. And you tell me so, and we dance. We dance. And we dance. Yeah. Back in the day, some rock and rollers set out to make a name for themselves. We must have missed them, nobody told us. Never saw their LPs on the shelf. Then we all sold our tape decks and moved on like the rest. Except for a small and dedicated set. So when word got around, their title was made the best band that never got huge. So a word and a whisper to the underground kings and their highly influential self-titled debut. Well, the ones who heard it when it first came out were stunned by its use of electronic devices. But the band broke up before the sophomore could shout, and we all chalked it up to creative differences, and the world carried on, and they all got real jobs. But your band's favorite band still had unwritten songs. So you shine like a star, and you die out in space. There's gonna be plenty like you. But you can rest easy knowing that your legacy's set by your highly influential self-titled debut. Well, the label went under, what else could it do? The world wasn't ready for something that new, and the drummer held the name, tried to keep the torch lit, but the magic was gone, and the management quit, so their image would fade for a good couple decades. But a sound that insane couldn't stay dead for long. But it's still not that famous, and the people who know give them years worth of credit there too. So a hand and a cheer for the stars without stardom with their first, their only, and their final debut. Springfield, I'm not moving until I am pushed. You grab at my ankles and pull till I'm free. This is an ambush. You throw me a shotgun and drive me down south. You know it like the back of your hand. And through wheat fields and interstate highways we drive, looking through someplace that someone could stand. And we cross state lines until we hit Arkansas, combing for someplace that somebody somewhere would know. Yeah, we made it together in West Memphis, but I'm leaving alone. We made a stop in St. Louis just to see what's in St. Louis, I guess. But you know all the right places to take me to distract us both from this miserable mess. Down Torrenville Street for a mutual friend, still looking until we leave. With hands on our hearts, we still raise praise for the one rightful queen of West Tennessee. And we cross state lines until we hit Arkansas, combing for someplace that somebody somewhere would know. Yeah, we made it together in West Memphis, but I'm leaving alone. Builds their own lot that's camouflaged with open font, with servants only gathered to give praise. Cause all of it must be deserved of a one who strikes a chord to nerve, who likes to think they mold better than clay. So build the walls to the underground tunnels so we can get away. Rushing your way from end to end, cause you can't tell where to begin. No entrances to get up on your stage. But they don't know what a decent show is. They're just selfish and they know it, the kind of ego words cannot convey. So fill the holes to the underground tunnels so you can have your way. Remember not to let your heroes down. Remember to make them proud. One who never tells a lie just happens to only speak their mind, regardless of if they mean the words they say. The one defiant of the land, a leader none of us can stand, who makes it just so fun to disobey. So fill the holes to the underground tunnels so you can't fade away. We'll fill the holes to the underground tunnels get our way. Its vacancies, but I still can't feel the need to be too blunt. But why ask for anything if you don't quite know exactly what you want? Well, through all that borrowed time, I'm lost for words if I try and describe the start. But I just hope you know I trusted you in waking to that drowsy feeling of bleeding on my arms. Well, I don't know what I gave myself to be taken away. Well, it all goes the same, the same, the same every day. Well, you don't see the grace in nature, at least from what I can tell. No, I don't seem to know you, but I wish you well. Remind me of all your other friends, but I'd like to get to know you more. But it almost scares me just to think about what they might know me for. Well, people are crazy, and if you want them so bad, you gotta be open to change. But you've seen me enough to know I hear too much, I talk too much, and I'm not willing to change enough to stay. No, I don't know what I gave myself to be taken away. Well, it all goes the same, the same, the same every day. Well, I don't know anything anymore, and you still seem yourself. I wish you well. walk away from yourself. You keep on fighting life, but you don't want any help. When life went and gave you everything you can need and more, and so much more and more and more, so much more. There couldn't be any less between us, so what are we waiting for? Waiting for? I'll take the ferry out to Campobello and I'll quit all my jobs and get into pirate radio. I'll build up a cabin where nobody will see me or care. I'm getting out of here. I'll meet the locals and I'll build a rapport. I'll wave to all the visitors off of the shore. I'll keep my head down and never live with worry or fear. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here.